See the movement off the ball as well as on the ball, which Gus and Jamie will enjoy watching tonight. Eden Hazard 2 weeks ago on Monday Night Football was almost unplayable against West Ham. How much of Burnley's success tonight is whether they can stop him and keep him quiet, Gus?
Well, I think it's the main option. So I suppose that Daisy will probably talk to them how they're gonna try to stop him, how they're gonna try to double up, how they're gonna start looking always, being close to him. The problem with Hazard is that he enjoys a lot when he's free, completely free, going anywhere, going to the right side or going any time. And if you really find that place where he's gonna receive and go at you, then you got a problem. Then you need help. You cannot really get isolated because you know it's gonna make the difference.
It's a big chance for Chelsea tonight. Their rivals in the race for the top four have all been beaten this weekend. Will Chelsea fare better and climb up to third? That is the potential for them tonight. Andy Hinchcliffe and Alan Parry.
Well, we're into the final month of this thrilling Premier League campaign, and there are so many issues still to be decided. Every point at this stage is absolutely vital. It has been a strange season for Chelsea, but with a top four finish and a European final to aim for, it's one they could still round off in style. Maurizio Sarri has made fewer team changes than any of his rivals in the top six this season, but tonight he leaves out four of the side that started last week's European tie. Kepa Arrizabalaga is in goal as usual, and it's the same back four that faced Slavia Prague in the Europa League. But in midfield, there are starting places for Jorginho and Ruben Loftus-Cheek, who both played in the last league game against Liverpool, and in attack for Callum Hudson-Odoi, who also started at Anfield, and Argentine striker Gonzalo Higuain. Kovacic, Barkley, Pedro and Giroud all dropped down to the subs bench. After 3 wins in a row, Sean Dyche has not surprisingly named an unchanged Burnley team. The return of Tom Heaton in goal has been a major factor in their improved form in the second half of the season. And credit is also due to the defensive partnership of James Tarkowski and Ben Mee, who've literally put their bodies on the line when the team has been under pressure. In midfield, Burnley have unearthed a real gem in 19-years-old Dwight McNeil, one of the success stories of the season, while Jack Corr faces the club where his career began. The front two of Ashley Barnes and Chris Wood have scored 24 goals between them, and they can be a handful for any defence. Not many teams play 4-4-2 these days, but it's a system that has worked well for Burnley. Well, Chelsea are aiming for the top four. Burnley for the points they need to guarantee another season of Premier League football. So something's got to give at Stamford Bridge. The kick-off is now just moments away.